Referee Marco Lopez sets us underway for the 8th fight of the night. Thiago Pitbull Alves out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, taking on Nuri Shakir out of New Hampshire.
Nuri's known more as a stand-up fighter, so we'll see if he'll keep it up on the feet.
That's certainly Thiago's area of expertise as well. I'd love to see a stand-up fight here.
Big roundhouse kick missed by Thiago.
Shakir looks a little softer than I've seen him in the past. Looks a little softer on the midsection.
It gets cold up north, Wade.
Winter coat, winter coat. Both fighters just sizing up distance here.
Definitely. Nuri coming in with a flurry, didn't land much. Nice roundhouse kick, yes. Thiago very quick, right to the head with it.
He's an incredibly flexible individual. And as you see, a little bit hard to hit at times.
Yeah. These guys really
looks content to stand with him.
And both these guys just sizing each other up at this point. I like Thiago's combinations. He'll throw a kick and come with a punch. He's not just one and done.
He has sort of that Josh Thompson flying Superman right hand that he follows up with after a leg kick.
I thought Clark Kent was Superman.
No, not anymore.
Nuri with double underhooks.
He's definitely controlling the clinch here. Although Alves turning him quickly into the corner and then reverse.
Returning him. These are very lovely top team shorts he's wearing. Nuri trying to turn him, but Thiago's just, his balance and base is just too good. This will be the last of our 2-round fights.
Nice little exchange of knees and jockeying of position here. I'd like to see these guys open it back up a little bit.
I'll tell you, Wade, I'm really impressed with the matchmaking and the level of competition we're seeing. You know, with each AFC I come and work with you, the matchmaking and the competitors get better and better.
Well, I'll take that as a direct compliment, seeing that I do everything myself here.
That's great.
Everything from production to matchmaking to event coordination.
Jack of all trades.
Actually, I think that Miguel Iturrate is one of the better matchmakers in the game these days. But particularly, this is a hard level of fighter to work as a matchmaker in. You know, these guys are typically not top notch fighters yet.
Oh, nice exchanges going on here. Thiago, I think, getting the best of it here. Nuri calling him in, saying, "Come on, let's get this thing on."
Yes, he was.
These guys came to fight.
I like this stand-up war.
So you were saying about Miguel earlier.
You know, he just does a good job of matchmaking fights at this level.
Oh, nice turning hip throw by Nuri Shakir. Going for a guillotine there for a second. Thiago puts him in the half guard. Let's see if Thiago can work from the bottom here.
Thiago is a very accomplished stand-up fighter and has been working hard on his ground game. Thanks to see how he does here.
He's going for a knee bar here, it looks like, but he's caught in a footlock. Let's see. They're battling footlocks. They're both rolling. Figure 4 toe holds on each other. All for naught. All for naught. Very interesting exchange.
Very nice exchange. The crowd likes it.
The crowd's going crazy with every blow that Thiago lands.
Thiago definitely a local Fort Lauderdale favorite here.
Nuri's holding his hands down a little bit lower now. Oh, big knee by Thiago.
Nice
big left knee. 10 seconds left in the battle. Let's see if they can finish strong. He's really working those knees, Thiago is. That had a lot of bad intentions on it. Very interesting round. Very great. Big, hard fight.
Very nice.
By the crowd reaction we got here, the best round of the night.
Best round of the night by far. That was very helpful of you. Very, very helpful of you. And that's very, very helpful for me.
Yes. Our lovely ring girl. I think she's working her way through college.
I would have to agree.
Or to pay for some. They make payment plans for those.
Marco, quiet. Just be quiet. There's really not much that needs to be said there. Commentary does have its limits.
Let's see if the guys can keep the action up. Good sportsmanship. Very hard fought first round. Good sportsmanship at the beginning of the second. Let's see this intensity keep going through the second round.
Alves right to the center of the ring, and Shakir looks like he's ready to come out as well. Shakir looked a little disgusted with himself after the end of the first round. He walked back towards his corner with a little bit of a disgusted look. Not frustrated, but disgusted.
Very intuitive, you to see that.
I'm an intuitive kind of guy.
Yes. These guys fighting in the center of the ring. That's what we want to see.
Nice leg kick. Alves has a really good setup for those kicks. He sets up the low kick, sets up the low kick, sets up the low kick, and then he comes high with it.
Shakir punching out of that clinch did a nice job of not getting hit with any knees this round.
Alves looked like he thought about taking a guillotine there for a minute, but back on the feet they go.
Shakir throwing some leather.
I knew you were going to use that tonight, Marco. I knew it. Alves again with the low kick.
Big right hand after that roundhouse kick to the leg by Thiago. These guys are just throwing. Reminds me of a Mickey Ward, Arturo Gatti type battle here.
Some of the greatest boxing matches ever held. Or at least slugfests ever held.
Yes, yes.
And that's what we've got here is a slugfest.
For show.
For show.
I wonder if that extra weight that Nuri's carrying is going to affect him later in this round.
As I said earlier, he just does look a little softer in the midsection than I've seen him in the past.
Hasn't affected him so far, but it could be a problem at the deeper portion of this round. The crowd's really excited about this one.
I think they'd like to see another flurry here, and so would I. Both guys just sort of feeling it out, sizing it up.
Who do you give that first round to, Wade?
I'd have to give it to Alves.
Oh, wow. Shakir being very aggressive with the takedown, but he got caught up. And Thiago has a figure four around his waist, punching him, going for a rear naked choke.
As I said, Alves has really been working on his ground game, and he looked to seize that choke there pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, he's definitely has a good, very strong position, trying to get his hooks in here, trying to get his hooks. Thiago throwing some very hard strikes. Nuri Shakir seems to be in a little bit of a trouble here.
I think Alves may be a little high here, just a little high to be able to finish a choke. But certainly in striking distance.
Yeah, Nuri doesn't seem to be backing out, though, taking advantage of him being so high. And now he's getting broken down by Thiago, and Thiago just taking advantage of it. Trying to break him down again. He's going to break him down, hopefully come with a few strikes.
Thiago doing a nice job of exerting his hips inward and forcing Shakir down. Every time he forces him down, he takes a few strikes.
And then Shakir works his way back up. He's getting broken down again. Let's see if the pattern stays. He'll strike. Shakir comes to his knees again. Thiago will break him down. The way this is going, Thiago's definitely going to win this fight.
Well, so far, but anything can change.
Yeah, I think Thiago's being smart, not being overly aggressive, going for the submissions here. Hold the position, pound your opponent. He's in such a dominant position. He's working a rear naked choke here.
I tell you, that right arm is getting deeper.
It's in pretty deep.
Shakir giving the thumbs up signal to the referee, saying, I'm all right, I'm all right.
We were at the meeting this morning, and that's what they told the fighters. Give the thumbs up when you're okay in there. Thiago definitely has been working his submissions with the top team. 10 seconds left. Boom, he's just pounding the back of his head. Let go of that submission. He's going for the arm lock now. He doesn't have much to lose here. Very nice way to finish the round. Very good fight, very good fight. And again, we see the great sportsmanship of no holds barred. Thiago made a good showing of himself, really working his ground game, as you can see from the last time he fought, taking advantage of only 1 or 2 mistakes that Nuri made, but that's all it takes. We saw it in a couple other fights. You make one mistake, and you're going to take advantage of it.
Absolutely. I was very impressed with Shakir's ability to stand with Alves, and I was very impressed with Shakir's ability to ward off the submission attempts on the bottom there. Shakir put himself in a bad situation, and Alves, using a little advanced groundwork there to further his game along.
I think the boys at Top Team have really been working on his positional dominance, and then going for the submission second, and is exactly what he did. He established his position, made sure that he was dominant, was able to throw his strikes, his punches, his elbows, his knees, whatever it was, and then go for the submission after that.
Well, Alves is young, just a bright spry of 21 here.
Bright spry.
Ladies and gentlemen, having a nice round of applause for both fighters, please.
Very good fight tonight.
Yeah, I'd have to second that motion.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a majority decision. Judge Timpanato scores this bout 19-19. He sees it a draw.
I had to disagree with that call.
Michael Park scores about 20-18, and Judge John Rupert scores about 20-17. For your winner, Pitbull.
I know Thiago got the one there, but I had it a unanimous decision in my book.
I just don't know what fight the judge is watching there.
I think we should just take it out of their hands and do the judging right here from the commentary.